We are familiar with the classic 1v1 car racing, but what happens when we add a truck to the mix? Hello everybody, Brendan here, bringing you coverages of races and fun, and today it certainly got a little bit more fun out there as we put a new twist on the classic 1v1 racing. A bunch of cars have come to serve as contestants today, and it will be 1v1 racing between the cars as usual, except about halfway through the track, a wild truck is released on the track. If the truck beats the car, then that car is automatically eliminated, even if they won the race against the other car. And of course, if you lose the race against your opponent car, you lose as well. There are contestants lined up and ready, and the Sunburner and the Kia Stinger will be the two cars to guinea pig this new idea. Sunburner on the left side with an early lead, but slow to that 180 turn, and here comes the truck pushing the Sunburner to the side. The Kia Stinger way out in front. Sunburner struggling to get around. The truck swivels to the right there and blocks him and knocks right into the Kia Stinger, but the Kia Stinger will win, beating the truck and the Sunburner, and just able to stay in front right there. Surf Racer and the Mercedes Coupe. Surf Racer on the far side there, that green car starting off in front, but the Coupe on the right side now making that ground up. Slow through the turn is the Coupe, and the wild truck comes out and passes the Coupe immediately, swiveling by. Now for the 180, truck going strong, but he goes sideways a little bit. He's able to stay in front of the Coupe, but there will be no overtake pass. Look at him on the track. He's dangerous. If you get on the long side of him, you could be crushed into the side. Camaro and the Nissan Skyline. Black and gray. The Camaro slow out of the gate, and it is the Nissan Skyline with a lead through the 180s, but the Camaro turning it around through the turn. Now he's out in front, and the truck going for the Nissan Skyline, but he cuts him off on the near side. Now the truck moving to the left. He's trying to get around, but he can only stay in front of the Skyline, and the Camaro, with a nice bone-painted design on his front, will end in front. Porsche 911 and the BMW X5. The 911, even with the BMW through the first straight. Now the turn, looks like the Porsche is going to drop back here, and it is BMW. Porsche now going backwards and can't stay in front of the truck there. Now the truck gaining on the BMW. He will, passing him on the right side and staying in front. What speed the truck had that time. And the Skyline will also be eliminated. Even winning the race against the Porsche, who suffered the fate of not even finishing. It does not matter. You have to beat the truck as well, and you can see the finish there was close, but not good enough for the Skyline. Mercedes AMG and the Chevrolet SS. Chevrolet, a pickup truck this time. And that pickup truck is definitely faster through the first straight. How will the turn look? Still good for the pickup truck, but now the truck screaming by on the left side, swiveling a little bit and losing some speed. And unfortunately, the Happy Toys truck is not going to succeed at eliminating two racers at once here. Another DNF here. We got a backwards-facing car. And it's been a struggle out there on the track today. A wild one, definitely. Trans Am and the Poison Ivy, both similar in color. You can see the Trans Am, a much sleeker looking model. Poison Ivy on the far side, slow to the first curve, and the Happy Toys truck is already going to be out in front, and it will be up to the Trans Am to hold through. At the end, he goes sideways, and the truck knocks him away, but the Trans Am somehow recovers, and he's back in front. He cuts to the right, and he stays in front. And somehow, he turned it into a win. I thought he was going to lose there. We might get a look at a replay here. I'm not sure about that. But definitely a wild race in the final straight. There's the replay. Trans Am almost got overtaken there, but somehow cut in the right places and straightened himself out in the last few lengths of track. Lamborghini and the Camaro. This Camaro number 21, a red and white model. Looks beautiful out there, but the Lamborghini looks faster. Now that first curve did number on the Lamborghini, and he's now behind. It is the Camaro, the Happy Toys truck coming with speed, and the Camaro goes backwards. The Lamborghini now overtakes, but he turns around and goes backwards. Is he going to get across? He will, and the Camaro locks with the Happy Toys truck neck and neck. And I don't think, even with that close finish, that the Camaro would move on anyway, since he lost out to the Lamborghini, and the 1v1 race is still in effect. Toxic and Nissan GTR, green and white. Easy to tell these two apart. Toxic, of course, that green color. And he's fast around the turn. He might gain on the Nissan here by a little bit. And now it is close. Happy Toys truck in third place, now moving to second. He knocks into the Toxic and pushes him behind, and now the Nissan is backwards and behind. The truck cuts him off with a swivel at the front. And that's two cars who will not advance to the next round. What a rough race for both of them. They got overtaken and outmatched by the size and grace of this truck. Large vehicle and certainly a presence out there on the track, and only 6 cars have survived to the next round. Sunburner and the Lamborghini. I might have swapped out the names there, but I think the name Sunburner for this particular car makes a little more sense. I remember last time he had the name Kia Stinger, but he's backwards right now, and Lamborghini now has a chance to overtake. He will. Knocks into the Sunburner, slowing the truck down, and the Lamborghini will coast to victory. He had a lucky break right there. Sunburner couldn't control his forward motion, and the truck ate up all that momentum right in the side of the Sunburner. They both will stop dead on the track, and I think that's the first time the truck has failed to finish, as he just couldn't get around the Sunburner and his stubborn movement. Surf Racer and the Chevrolet SS. We saw that Chevrolet SS pickup truck do numbers on the other racer last time, but it looks like he's lagging behind, and the truck's gaining on him, trying to push from the left side is the Happy Toys truck. He gets around, now the inside line knocks him out of the way, and we got something loose on the track, but the truck can't recover, and the Chevrolet somehow gets around. And what a unfortunate finish for the likes of that green car, who just, something happened there, something loose on the track. I don't know what happened, if it's a part of the car or just a piece of something that fell out, but the Chevrolet caught a lucky break there. Trans Am and the Camaro to begin this one. And the Happy Toys truck, not one of his best racing moments either. I thought he had at least one overtake there, but couldn't make anything happen. And we got the Trans Am coasting out in front with the Happy Toys truck gaining on him. He did get some work from the Camaro, but here comes the truck. He goes to the left side and he overtakes the Trans Am, who couldn't hold speed in the final straight. What a long straight that was, and Camaro couldn't slow him down. And the Trans Am also will not advance to the next round, which I believe will be the semifinals. So that is just a rough way to end it. No, it is the finals. I guess so many cars were knocked away here by the truck that it's just going to be a few left. Lamborghini and the Chevrolet SS. Chevrolet SS, a good racer out there today, but also a lucky racer. Definitely some brakes caught out there. Lamborghini, as usual, slow after hitting that knocker, and he has to deal with the Happy Toys truck coming in from the left side and ramming him from behind. The truck now gaining on the Chevrolet, but not nearly enough time to overtake, and the Chevrolet will lot himself his first win here in the finals. Truck cannot win, so it's going to be based on the 1v1 versus the cars, and we have the Lamborghini stretched out in front here, now on the left side, again slow to the 180, the truck making his way out, Lamborghini staying in front. He might get some help momentum-wise from the truck, but he goes around to the left side, and now the truck diving forward, knocking into the Chevrolet, trying to get around, but it's not going to work. And the truck just took bad direction right there, and couldn't overtake the Chevrolet, though I don't think that would have mattered. Chevrolet with 2 wins there in the finals. How good they were. 16 racers, narrowed down to 8 and fewer over the course of the rounds. Cadillac Hearse and Bonfire to get things going. And that's the thing about this race. It can be narrowed down to a different number even after the first round if the Happy Toys truck can finish in front of both cars. He is released here, and the Cadillac Hearse holds the lead. We have a backwards moving car, a 180 there in the center. That orange car is not going to do well against the truck. Somehow blocked it, though. He will lose the race. Happy Toys truck, one of the slowest finishes I think he's had in his maximum overdrive career. Cadillac Hearse will take that one by a long shot. And we'll head to the next couple of racers, BMW and Night Truck Rider. The Night Truck Rider, slow out of the gate, BMW a full length ahead as they head to the pendulums that set that truck in motion. BMW slow on the outside curve. Hopefully he can get in front of the truck. He does by a little bit, but they are neck and neck. Happy Toys truck to the left side, dodges around the outside, but he swivels with his cab right there and loses a lot of speed in the 180. And I gotta be honest, the truck is off to a rough start. And better performance last time. The Night Rider, on the other hand, didn't even finish the course, so at least the truck is doing better than him. Definitely a large vehicle out there on the track. Could strike fear in the hearts of these cars with all the size. Blue Shark and the Bentley Continental. The Blue Shark on the near side, way out into the lead. They hit the pendulums here, and it's still the Blue Shark by a long shot. He looks like he will get in front of the truck no problem, and that's a good place to be going into the second half of the race. The Bentley, not so lucky. Truck is gaining on him. He will knock right into him. Can't get around him. Truck dodging to the right side. Now he runs in to the blue car, but he can't recover, and the blue car will not be able to finish in front of the truck, putting him in the elimination ring along with the Bentley. And that's the unfortunate end for racing against the truck. Camaro and the Nissan Skyline. You can both lose even if you perform well against your opponent. The Skyline dropping back through the first curve. And it'll be up to the Camaro to stay in front. He has a good lead fast down the hill. It looks like the blue car there is keeping the truck back, and he does a good job staying in front himself. Very wobbly through the last straight, but he's going to cross, unfortunately, behind the yellow Camaro, and all his work against the truck is for naught, as the Camaro was just a little bit faster. Prototype and the Dodge Viper. There we go, Prototype. That nice blue-looking car. Dodge Viper slow through the gate. Black car. And, well, slow. Hitting that pendulum way after the Prototype, who is doing well until the truck comes into play. Swivels to the right to block him off. 180-degree turn. Truck is still fast and straight. Prototype, he's so slow he may not even make it to the end. Dodge Viper might have a chance to overtake. It's not going to matter because they're both a little bit too slow. Viper ends up being the one not to finish. But it was like a joyride for the last straight here. Both cars moving at speeds you'd see in a residential area. 78 Corvette and the Mustang Mach 1. The Corvette and the Mach. Corvette, early lead right here. They hit the pendulums and release the truck down into the second sector of the track. And you see a good shot of him up there, and here they go down the straight. And it looks like they're all bunched up. And we got some look from the red car behind. He knocks into the truck and just pushes him forwards and ruins the race for that other green car, who just couldn't sort things out. Look at how close they were right there. They were neck and neck, but it was a little bit too much lateral motion. No one was able to really figure out what they wanted to do out there. Nissan GTR and the Pontiac GTO Judge. Nissan, Pontiac, Nissan on the far side, the one with the one length lead through the first sector. Now here comes the Happy Toys truck, and Nissan's going to make some charges ahead. He's not going to get very far. Pontiac has the lead now, straight through the end, and he is fast, no mistakes on the final straight. And the Nissan lost it all in that 180 before the truck even came out. And the truck struggled there too to even get past any of these cars. Camaro and the Audi Q7. Camaro with the number 6 on the side, Audi Q7. And keeping good pace with the Camaro through the first sector. They knock into those pendulums and the truck begins his descent through the second section. Oh, but it is the Camaro by a long shot. What happened there? Camaro goes sideways and the truck's got a chance. He dodges to the right and he'll get around. Camaro went 180. He was all clear in front, but he couldn't keep straight. The Audi actually crosses in front of the Camaro, turns it around, And if the Happy Toys truck was nowhere to be seen, the Audi would have won. But unfortunately, the truck eliminates both of these cars, leaving it down to only 4 racers here in the next round. Might as well be a semifinals. BMW 3 and the Pontiac GTO judge again. We just saw the Pontiac do well in his previous race, and he looks to be doing well through this sector as well. Fast through the curve, but the BMW picked up some speed around that 180. Here comes the Happy Toys truck, and they are neck and neck, and the truck is slow out of the gate this time. It's just going to be a car race. Ooh, truck's coming back up. He is gaining ground. The Pontiac can't straighten out, and he will be passed by the Happy Toys truck. Oh well. BMW is fortunate enough to get some clearance, and he will finish fine. A little wobbly there at the end, but no matter. He made the separation needed, and he will take the race. Cadillac Hearse and the Camaro. Another yellow Camaro. Seen a lot of them over the course of the Races and Fun history. Right now, the Cadillac Hearse fast through the first sector, but now slowing down in that 180. It looks like the yellow Camaro is the advantaged car, but he goes 180 as well, along with the Cadillac, and they are back to being neck and neck. The truck has something to say about both of them racing and comes to the right side, but gets locked with the Hearse. And the Camaro will finally clear his way forward and race to the end, beating both of them by a few lengths, and he will take that race. We go to the finals. First to win 2 races will be our champion. Camaro and BMW, 2 yellow cars. To begin racing, they're hard to tell apart. BMW a little bit taller vertically. They head through the first pendulum. The BMW lagging behind, but fast through the 180. You could see him getting clearance on the Camaro as they made that turn. Here's the BMW in front. Camaro giving chase behind. Collision from the back, and now passes on the right side. We got the truck coming through, knocking into both of them, coming down the right side, curving around the BMW, but the Camaro breaks free, and he will take first of possibly 3 races. And he does finish backwards there, too. Truck just went for a block maneuver there and was able to bring one car down with him. BMW on the far side, Camaro on the near side. And the BMW a little bit of a taller car, and he is faster through the 180 as well, and it looks good for the BMW. Here down the second section, Camaro still trying to give chase. He got some speed. Now he dodges inside, but he can't catch up to the BMW, and he goes backwards again, this time not to his advantage. And the Happy Toys truck locks him up. And they both crossed the line very late, to say the least. BMW now with the momentum. And we head to the final race, and we'll decide who wins. Here we go. BMW on the near side. He starts out a little bit slower, but usually he's fast through the curves. They trip the trap to let the Happy Toys truck get into the mix. And the Camaro, again, is slower into the second sector. He's already turning, not good, but he'll get some help from the truck who knocks him forward, but he can't stay straight, and the BMW off screen, already finishing the race. The truck able to get around the Camaro, and the Camaro so slow that he's not even going to make it. So it will be the BMW to best all of the other racers, plus the infamous Happy Toys truck, and take the victory in Group 2. What a performance by him. You could see both of the trucks against this giant truck today. 16 cars. And they can be narrowed down to 8 at least, at most, I guess it would say. But if the Happy Toys truck continues to perform as well as he's been performing, you could see only a couple cars left by the end of the first round. He gets going here, and he almost gets in front of both cars out of the gate. It's just that blue convertible that's staying in front. Not for long. Truck goes to the inside, but knocks into him and loses his momentum. And we do have a car winner. And remember, this is Group 3. 2 groups have competed so far. 1 winner from each. And we'll see if Group 3 can be even better. Bentley Continental and the Subaru Impreza. Continental on the far side, Subaru on the near. They're both neck and neck, but the Subaru starts to separate, but he's slow through the turn, and the Bentley takes a commanding lead as they head into the second sector. He's the only one in front of the truck. Truck's got some speed, though. There might be a collision here, not through the 180. Swiveling is the truck, but still trying to get by Bentley on the left side. And he will cross in front by a little bit. Truck tried to push past on the right, and the Bentley, instead of trying to cut him off, trying to do any fancy dancing, just kept straight, kept his head down, and rolled right across. And did not want to get involved with the truck, just wanted to keep the speed up. Lexus and the White Fang. And that's how you gotta do it, too. Sometimes it's best to ignore the truck and focus on your own racing. White Fang, fast around that 180, and the truck will come out, and the White Fang will have a couple of lengths lead. And the Lexus still straight down this section, though, so that's good, and he's got speed back. White Fang again going 180, Lexus backwards and sideways, and the truck pushes past on the left side, and he will barely cross with any speed, but the truck still crosses and knocks both of these racers out of the group. Not a fun way to end it. White Fang had a good lead, but he just couldn't keep his car body straight down the second sector. It's a very downhill section. It's easy to lose control. Mustang Boss in the Supervan. Supervan decorated nicely with playing card designs. Let's see if he will experience any of that luck, that casino luck through this race. Right now, lagging behind through the first turn. And he is gaining speed down the second section, though. He is fast. He rams into that yellow car, now into the truck. Truck tries to push by on the right, and he will just miss out. Wow, what a finish by the truck. Come from behind the white van, made some moves, and it looks like that orange car, with the spoiler sticking out, just able to hold the victory off. Camaro and Corvette. As they run down into the pendulums here and set the truck rolling into Sector 2. Corvette looks to be the one in front right now. Happy Toys truck making moves, trying to get forward and knock another two cars out. He runs to the right side. He's got it by a long shot, puts his whole, you could say maybe 10-inch body, not 10 inches, probably 6-inch body in front of both of the cars by the end of the race. And that's pretty impressive because that is almost 2 full cars long. Super B and the Mustang. Mustang on the left side, Super B on the right, and Super B with super speed through the first sector and still fast through the 180. Looks good for him as far as facing the truck and all his speed. Super B, I mean, it's a big lead right now, but we have cars gaining. Truck's also trying to gain, but we got a 180 turn, and the truck is pushed back. That sideways turn only helped out the Super B, who will easily advance to the next round. He's going to be a car to look out for, absolutely. Speed from the start and speed through the finish line. No mistakes out there. Lamborghini Urus and the Mercedes-Benz. Lamborghini, Mercedes out of the gate and neck through the first sector. Who will take the turn faster? Looks like the Benz. As the advantage, they head down the second sector, that big hill. So we got the Lamborghini making charges around the outside line. What a great move. Benz is knocked off his toes by that and cannot recover at all. And that's definitely a highlight of today as far as come from behind racing. Truck couldn't even finish that time. I think it was just, you see his cab swiveled there out of the turn, and that's dangerous for him. Lamborghini just finally caught up to the Benz, whipped to the outside line, and just got more speed. Pushed forward and took it so smoothly. Benz was knocked out of sorts. Toyota Crown on the near side here. And he's not doing well out of the gate. We do have the truck rolling down. Look, he does take over here as he heads down the second hill, fast through the turn. Truck's locked up that other vehicle. And now he gets in front. Will he get 2 cars out of the race this time? He does collide from the back, but the Toyota was right where he needed to be and just let the truck push him across the line. Sometimes how you got to do it. You may not be faster than the truck, but if you can play to the weaknesses of the truck, and that is front-to-back racing, and you can probably cut him off and use his speed to your advantage. 6 cars to go. 2 extra cars were unexpectedly eliminated just because the truck put a great performance of speed out there on 2 of those races. Bentley Continental and the Lamborghini. And we saw both of them race pretty well in their previous races. And they hit those pendulums and roll around that 180. Here comes the truck down the hill. And Both of them pretty well with speed. Lamborghini behind, but we saw him make up ground last time, and here he goes again, outside line. They both spin around, though. Truck pushing through on the right side. He does get around, and he will cross. Locks up the Bentley there at the end, just to ensure victory. And unfortunately for both of these cars, their lack of control meant the end of the tournament for them. And they will not advance at all. Camaro and the Super B. Remember the Super B really destroyed the race last time. Fast out of the gate, fast through the second sector, and even faster at the finish. And right now it looks like the Camaro is giving him a better run for his money. And hopefully the truck will come out smoother this time. Looks like the truck doesn't have the speed necessary. Camaro does slow down there. Truck will collide into him and leave him behind. Super B again by a large margin. Able to finish the race way ahead of all the other vehicles on the track. And honestly, my money's on the Super B right now, if this kind of racing keeps up. Mustang Boss and the Toyota Crown. Mustang, left side, Crown, right side. Here they go, they hit the pendulums. Crown looks like he's going to get the edge through the 180. And he does get the edge. Mustang still pushing forward, though, trying to round him on the outside corner, but he gets turned around by the Toyota. Unlucky, or at least unprepared, and the Toyota will finish pretty easily. Mustang had a chance there, but put his momentum in the wrong direction. And then after that, it's history. Got taken over by the truck, and there was not a chance after the truck got in his way. And we go to the finals. And who do we got? Remember, it's the first to win 2 races, best 2 out of 3, Super B and the Toyota Crown. And honestly, I have high hopes for the Toyota Crown, but the Super B has just been killing it the whole time today. And look at him already out into the lead, a little bit slower through that hairpin. But the Toyota Crown has a lot of ground to make up. Both of them get in front of the truck. Toyota Crown still gaining, though. Look at him gaining on the Super B, but not nearly enough, and the Super B's got it. Seems like the Super B's best part of the race is that last straight where he just takes off like a bullet. And, well, he's already good through the first couple sectors, so the Toyota Crown is going to need a stroke of luck or pull a rabbit out of his hat here if he's going to push this race to a third round. And, well, he's already sideways. Toyota Crown now backwards. The truck is trying to push him forward, but no luck. He gaining on the Super B right here, but it's not going to be enough. Super B again. Incredible speed out there on the track. Incredible composure. Not even one encounter with the truck to speak of. No lateral motion, and the Super B is by far your best racer from Group 3. What a performance from these racers. The truck also pretty good. Epic battle between cars and trucks. 1v1 racing between cars, Toyota Crown, and the Thriller will be our first 2. And wow, these cars start 1v1 racing. As they hit that pendulum about a third of the way through the track, the Happy Toys truck will be set loose upon the track to deal with these cars, these less fast sometimes and less bulky, definitely, cars out there on the track. And you can see right now the Thriller, put a Thriller out there on the track, a lot of collision and some backwards racing, and he'll take this first one. And 1v1 racing will proceed as normal, except if the Happy Toys truck manages to pass both cars on the track, both of those cars will be eliminated. 2000 Corvette and the Bandit, the next to go. And the question is, are both of them going to struggle to stay in the game here? The truck is released. Seems like some of the cars definitely struggle hitting that pendulum. Definitely saw that with the Bandit right there. Already behind the truck. Truck now speeding towards the Corvette around the turn. He's gaining on him. Nudges off the side and has not enough time to overtake, leaving the Corvette just enough time to cross and move on to the next round. But I'm sure these two will go head-to-head once again in the later rounds. Let's go again here. Nissan GTR and the Jaguar. And Nissan on the far side, Jaguar, that teal car on the near side. They knocked into that pendulum and set the truck loose upon the track. Looks like both cars were fast through the outside line and will at least start in front of the truck. Jaguar with a struggle though, and he ends up behind already. Jaguar pushing from the side, still some speed left in the tank. Can't get around, he goes backwards, and the Nissan can't hold off the truck either. Both cars will be eliminated, and that was a mess for sure. And look at the truck coming. Dodges left and right and was able to weave around these cars. Expert agility on the track, even with the 3 times size. Kia Stinger and the Audi Avis Quattro. The Kia and the Audi. Neck and neck through the first straight, but that may change through the turns. And there it does. It looks like the Audi's dropping behind. And here comes the truck. Audi struggling to stay in front of the truck. He's not staying straight. Truck now pushing him forward, and the Audi is still going to have a chance. He goes back to forward racing, and it looks like the Kia was able to hold off through the end, who also turned around backwards. I thought the Audi could have had a chance right there. He went forwards and had an open lane, but the speed just wasn't there, and the control was definitely lacking. Hummer H2 and the Audi TT. Hummer, Audi, easy to tell the two apart. One looks like a cube, and the other a normal racing car. We actually just saw an Audi in the previous 1v1, so a similar look there. And this Audi not faring nearly as well, not even getting through the turn. The truck is blasting out of the gate and away. Finally, the Audi there coming across and looking towards that hairpin, but the Hummer battled with the truck and lost. Barely crossing the line with any speed. Audi not even getting there, and that was certainly another messy performance. Not for the Happy Toys truck, though, who did exactly what he needed to do. Come out fast, ram into these cars of lesser size, and just show who's boss out there on the course. What about the Daytona and the Audi Q7? Another Audi. Bunch of them today, this one black, and not very fast, as the Daytona already a couple car lengths ahead. Sometimes that inside line through the turn is very nice to these cars, though. Looks like it's a little bit kind to the Audi, but not nearly enough. The Daytona struggling to get around the truck, and look at that speed loss. Truck swiveling a little bit, but he has all the speed necessary to put this race away. Another 2 cars eliminated without any contest. And take a look at the replay again. Happy Toys truck showing his stars right here. Very fast, even with the swivel, was able to handle control. That's something not all trucks can do. Camaro and the Ford GT90, definitely interesting design on that car body for the Ford, and it looks like the design's paying off. Fast through the first straight, though struggled hitting that pendulum and might slow down a little bit. Ford is not faring super well, and already the truck is passing him by. But what about the next vehicle? Ooh, goes 180, 360, and back around, and the truck's got another 2 cars who will not be advancing. This is very tough for the cars today, and that doesn't look good as far as the next round being won with multiple racers. And we got 2 more up against it, Dodge Challenger and the Ford Mustang. Dodge, Mustang with the lead through the first straight on the far side there, but slow through the turn. Pendulum did a number on his momentum, and it will be not the Mustang's opportunity to win right here. As he rounds the hairpin. Still in front of the truck, though. Definitely no chance to win, but he's able to hold off the truck and give the Ford at least a chance. And that's going to put another car into the next round. Truck not very good right there. Did not have the directions that time. 4 cars left. We are already in a semifinals. We narrowed 16 to 4 in not that much time. Definitely good work by the truck. Dodge Challenger and the Corvette back at it again. Dodge Challenger just raced and did so pretty well. Same with the Corvette, who both was able to gain some separation on the truck. So it's going to be if we're going to be able to do that again. Dodge not faring too well. Nudged off the right side. Wobbled a little bit. He's able to keep the truck back, but definitely no shot at overtaking the Corvette, who's leaps and bounds ahead as he crosses the finish line. Truck still coming through last that time. some of these more skilled racers able to handle the truck a little bit better. And you'd hope so. Don't want any cars to, you don't want to have no winners. Thriller and the Kia Stinger. Thriller started off slow, but now has the lead back as they head through the first pendulum. Ooh. That was a hit on the Thriller right there. You saw that speed cut in half. And the Thriller's got no chance. It's up to the Kia, who is very fast through that second straight and still going. Truck gaining on him, but not quick enough. And the Kia will cross with a few lengths between them. The Thriller, not thrilled, to say the least, with that performance right there. And, well, the truck had a chance, but as you saw right there, played pinball with the track, and that's not what you want to do when your goal is to finish as quickly as possible. Here we go to the finals. 2 cars to go, and someone's got to win here. First to win 2 races is our champion, and it's the Kia Stinger and the Corvette who will be able to grace this particular finals. Both cars fast and still fast through the pendulum. Looks like the Corvette suffered a little bit through that one turn, however, and that may be rough on him. Both of them able to stay in front of the truck a little bit. Corvette still trying to get around, can't. Swivels in front to cut him off, and all the truck is doing is letting the Kia gain more ground. And he'll cross. All cars now slowing to a crawl here, and the truck won't even cross this time either. Very rare occurrence. But anything can happen here. Kia's got the advantage with 1 win. It's down to this final race, or possibly final race. We can hope the Corvette comes back and makes this a 1-1 tie. And with that speed out of the gate, looks like it's a good possibility. Corvette in front of the Kia, but not very long again. As he knocks into that column to release the truck, he's got behind again, and the truck screaming down that second straight and crosses in front of the Corvette. Now coming for the Kia. He's going to get around the Kia. He will not. He pushes the Kia forward and just separates after that. Kia did a great job holding him off. You saw him here on the left side. Truck goes for the left side, then dodges right, but cuts off on both sides and cannot keep it going to get around him. Kia taking this, sweeping the... When it comes to maximum overdrive. Remember, this is a little bit different than your average 1v1 racing. The Chevy and the BMW are getting going here, by the way. As we have the Happy Toys truck in the waiting, and he will be released right here. And he comes down and really adds a new element to racing. Maybe not this time, though, as he has a tough start out of the section there. And he's struggling to catch up with the 2 cars, but it looks like the Chevy and the BMW both slow down and are both surpassed by the truck. And what a way that finish was right there. Looked like the truck was off on a bad footing, but both of these cars barely crossed the finish line. And as you can see, it's going to be best 2 out of 3 wins. I don't know if they credited the Chevy with the win there, as the truck passed both of them, and according to the rules, no car is supposed to win if the truck manages to pass both of them. But we'll see what they decide to do, as this is the finals in a new situation. Right now it is the Chevy, but he turns around. Now he's backwards, still knocks into the BMW to keep him back, when he will cross backwards facing. Happy Toys truck not as aggressive that time. Well, you saw him T-bone the BMW right there. In a little bit of trouble. They change lanes here. This might be the final time. It really depends on what the officials decided amongst the first race. Right now it looks like the Chevy has the advantage. He whips around that hairpin very skillfully and really separates himself from the BMW. Already is seeing trouble from the Happy Toys truck. A little push from behind. Happy Toys truck is actually in even more trouble. He's off the track in the back there, and the Chevy will cross in front, now winning 2 races. So looks like they did go ahead and make the Chevy go up again, but he took 2 races in a row after that first mishap in race 1. And he should be moving to the finals here. Look at him cross there. Right down the outside line. Did dodge inside at the end, but didn't need to. Kia Stinger and the Super B. Remember, both of these cars quite fast, and the Super B really is the standout racer here, especially in his group. He was so fast, and here today, look at him already a couple of lengths ahead of the Kia. Happy Toys is released. Kia trying to catch up, losing some ground, but the Super B ran into some trouble right there. He's bobbling through the track. Now he's on the inside line. Kia trying to get around on the outside. The truck nudges in between them, but it is the Super B emerging victorious from that mess of metal. And the Kia almost went sideways right there, was able to straighten out just in time. They do change lanes, and the Super B again having the advantage by a couple lengths through the first couple of track lengths there. But the Kia might have gained some ground back on the inside line right there. He is wobbly down the hill, though. He whips around the hairpin, still not able to gain ground, and the Super B easily has that one. And, well, you got your final set out before you already. Super B and the Chevy. Kia right there. And just a look on defeat on his face right now, not even finishing the race. Halfway down that third straight. No luck. And we got the third place match right here, a little consolation for the BMW and the Kia Stinger. Two equal racers, I will say. Look at them coming down the first straight, hand in hand with each other. The pendulum does knock the BMW back a little bit, but they are close. Definitely similar on the speed department. Happy Toys coming for both of them. BMW struggling to get out of that turn. Now he's coming up on the Kia. He's backwards. Happy Toys pushes from behind. Both of them are backwards. Kia crosses the line and just avoids what could have been a very disastrous finish, as the truck came in right at the inopportune time. And the BMW kind of blocks the truck, though, allows the Kia to cross. Actually helped him out a little bit. And Kia, again, faster through that little pendulum. Hitting that trap to set off the truck does hurt some momentum, and for the BMW, it's been very bad today. Kia, on the other hand, still fast through that, and even though he couldn't outmatch the Super B, he's very good here against the BMW, but not for long. BMW right behind him, but only nudges him forward. And the Kia might have relaxed too soon there on the track. Unfortunately for BMW, he couldn't dodge to the inside and ends up losing, but it could have been disastrous for the Kia right there. First to win 2 races will be the champion. Here we go to the finals. It is the Chevy. It is the Super B. Blue versus green in the finals of Maximum Overdrive. Certainly an interesting new concept in racing, and for the Super B, it's been quite a successful endeavor. Look at him already making separation on the Chevy. Now 4, 5, 6, even 7 car lengths. Happy Toys truck getting in on the action, pushing the Chevy right to the top of that hairpin. Super B not even in the picture when it comes to the truck, and looks like the Super B is going to run away with this one, unless the Chevy pulls an upset here in the next couple of races. He needs a win to stay alive. Here in the finals of Maximum Overdrive, they set off again against Super B fast through the first straight and a full length in front. Here comes the Happy Toys truck, though, to mix things up. Super B, a little bit less separation between the two. Chevy's got a chance here. He goes to the outside line, now dodges forward. Super B is sideways, backwards, and then straight forward again. Chevy on the near side here. He can't get around. Oh, what an exciting finish. I thought the Chevy could have had it here, but the Happy Toys truck, I think, pushed him a little bit laterally into the side and the outside, and he couldn't gain the speed necessary to push past. Super B still maintaining incredible control and will take the overall Maximum Overdrive victory. That is 64 cars he outmatched in the long run here to take the full competition. But the Super B's not done yet. He wants to go head-to-head against the Happy Toys truck. If you remember last time, Happy Toys was able to beat out all of the cars. And he does beat out the Super B right there. And this is probably the first time that the Super B has really lost a race. Happy Toys and Super B again, they will change lanes and go for that best 2 out of 3. Super B pushing past on the inside line. Happy Toys truck swiveling, not in good standing here, and the Super B is way ahead. Oh, that was not a good lane for the Happy Toys truck. He has been excellent this whole time. Super B really is the only car who's been able to beat him. I mean, yes, he does start at a disadvantage, but if you really put him up against these single racers. We've seen him be very, very good. Mano el mano, let's say. Tire el tire. Here we go, Happy Toys truck around the outside line, pushing past Super B, who is now backwards, but blocking the front of the truck. Will they push cross? They will, and the Super B by the back of the car. Just edges out the Happy Toys truck. What a finish that was. Super B not only turning on the speed in the first and second races, but turning on the defense mechanisms in the finals. He saw that he was out of luck, turned into the truck, and made the truck do all the work for him. We got first place with the Super B, second with the Chevy, and third with the Kia as they flash across here. And these are your top racers when it comes to maximum overdrive. Definitely three that will be tough to dethrone in future tournaments. Well, that will bring us to the end of this video.